Sorry, say that again. Did I see what?
Did you see the new house?
I did see the new house with Lindsay. It's very cool.
Can I see the new house?
Well, you didn't want to come last night, so you can see the new house when we get back from BC, okay? Because we're not going to go there tonight. But I'm going to take you to school now, and we're going to leave for BC tomorrow, okay? I know, because the roads are too questionable, all right? So tomorrow, the roads should be clear, and we'll have a nice, smooth sailing trip out to Grandma and Grandpa's. Does that sound good? So how about for now, we go get some coffee and some fruit?
Then I'll donut.
You're not getting a donut. Your mom told me you got nothing but carbs so far this morning. So we'll do that. I'll take you to school, and I'll pick you up like normal. Does that sound like a good plan? All right, kiddo, let's...
Wait.
You want some fruit? Well, let's go get some fruit. Bone apple tits. You want to get some breakfast? Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll get some breakfast. For you, I imagine it'll be second breakfast, won't it?
I want a burger.
Turn not a burger. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't think you need a burger.
I want Pikachu.
Tell me again, which one's Pikachu? Which one's Pikachu? You point at him? Point at him. That's right. Good job. Whoa. Very cool. We got some cantaloupe chunks. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you missed my last video, I was planning on leaving for British Columbia this morning with my little girl to go see our family out there. It's a drive that takes you through a pretty steep mountain path. Not that steep, but I mean, it's still a mountain. And anyway, at the end of that video, snow blew in here in Calgary, and it snowed almost all night. And you can see that it's very much still around here on the roads. It's definitely made the roads here and are in the surrounding areas a little questionable. And then I also checked the website that does reporting on the highways in the province of British Columbia. And they're actually doing avalanche control today in what's known as the Rogers Pass, warning travelers that there could be up to hour delays when you get to a certain section of the highway. So with all that combined, I made the decision to say, nay, let's wait a day, because the temperatures are supposed to rise a bit. The nastiness on the roads here should abide. And honestly, if I'm really thinking about it, it's one of those moments where you wonder, is the universe just trying to tell me something? And it started yesterday when I got a phone call from the hitch shop. For those that have been keeping up with the videos, my brake controller stopped working on me, and I was there the other day. They called me late yesterday when I was having dinner with my cousins and let me know that they're going to give me a loaner for my trip to BC, because I was telling them that I wanted to leave and they didn't have an answer for me yet. So he calls me with that option, but I wanted to leave at 7 a.m. and they don't open until 8 a.m. So he said, well, I'll try to get down there with my little girl, but maybe I'll just go. He did tell me that it'd be fine to drive without this. However, that was the first thing where I was like, well, maybe we should go, and maybe, I kind of got it wishy-washy about the whole situation. The second thing that then happened was that the snow blew in. And the third thing was when I rolled up on my friend last night, at the Walmart parking lot, her battery was completely pooched. A new battery that I just recently installed for her was down to like 10.2 volts, which if you know anything about 12 volt systems, that is basically a dead battery. Shouldn't have happened. She was a little upset, to say the least. So we had to sort that situation out by using my van to charge up her battery for her. I think it was okay for her throughout the night. It's early in the morning. I'm sure she's still catching some Z's. We'll check in with her in a bit. But that was the other side. I was like, well, maybe I should hang around and just kind of make sure everything's okay with her. Not that it's my responsibility, but again, on top of everything else, it's just kind of like, maybe I should take just one more day. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on my way over to the hitch shop right now to grab that brake controller. And then we will just sort of get through today. I'll probably get some editing done, make sure everything is ready to go, even though I feel like I already crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's yesterday. And then hopefully we'll be hitting the road tomorrow. Stuff like this happens, and it's better to just be safe. Again, if you've been around my channel for a while, then you know last year I had a little bit of an incident on the highway. Now, it was a different highway in BC than the one I would be taking, but I ended up getting stuck on this gentle incline because the entire road was completely covered in a thick glaze of ice, and Lucky just couldn't do it. And I had my little girl with me, and I ended up getting a very friendly semi-truck driver to haul me to the top of the hill, and I was able to get my chains on my tires. That whole experience has just made me a little nervous and a little extra cautious when it comes to travel through the mountains in the wintertime. And now that's another reason I got the Jeep, so we could absolutely just load up in Grace and do the trip that way. But honestly, I'm not ready to leave Lucky behind yet. I want to take the whole damn rig. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's still quite slick out here. Oh, let's see if we can make that. Even Grace in 4x4. A little slippery. Okay, I will be right back, hopefully with a brake controller. Good morning, kind sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Got a brake controller for me? Or a loaner?
I gotta get one on the box for you.
So they all just work, no problem? They're not like exclusive to the, in terms of like,
As far as I know.
I mean, it's RF, right? So it should be fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it might have to like sync or something at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No worries. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the boss said to just pull it out of the box, give it to you, so.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Yeah, no rush, man. Thanks, Nick. Oh. All right. And we got ourselves a new brake controller that's upside down, a new brake controller. We got to get hooked up in Lucky, and we're gonna have to pair this with our unit because they are sort of exclusive to the Patriot braking systems that they come with. But the guys in there were super, super kind. A special shout out to Nick. He was super helpful down here at the hitch shop. Very kind, easy to work with as well, and stayed in touch with me through this whole little mini process. Now, I say we get back to the tiny home on wheels, get that thing paired up, and move on with our day. I'll definitely say this. It's sure nice to have that 4x4 when roads are like this, when you wake up in the morning, like it's snowy and there's ice underneath and we're all sort of slipping and sliding around here. You just, bam, pop that into 4 high and the Jeep just goes through it like a hot knife through butter. Although that being said, there are some spots with how drastic of a change this was and how cold and frozen everything is. Even the 4x4 with the boots on Grace having a little trouble here and there. Like, you got to be cautious on these roads, but I'm very thankful that I have the 4x4 to get around with my little girl when the stuff does end up like that. I guess what I'm trying to say, when the shit hits the fan in this regard. Also, the Jeep warms up real fast compared to Lucky when you fire her up in the morning. That's one thing Jeeps have always been really good for, heating up the cab on those cold winter mornings. Right, we're gonna go check on a certain someone's power situation. Her heater's still running, so that's good. She must be being extra lazy this morning. Or she's in Walmart. There's a very good possibility. There she is. Found her. Now we're gonna have to cross paths because I need to go in and use the potty. Morning.
I have my hug now?
Hey, you survived. Did you survive? Is everything good? How's the power?
Power's fine. It was at 12.5 this morning when I woke up, and now it's, well, when I left to get a coffee, it was 12.7.
Okay, you gotta get your solar panels cleared.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I guess she deserves to use that kind of sailor talk, given her situation. Yeah, you're not gonna want to move her for a while, I'll tell you that much.
Why?
Even Grayson 4x4 is.
What?
Oh yeah, the roads are bad.
Yeah, I saw your Patreon clip. Yeah, so I figured, I'm like, you dropped Bertrand off at school this morning now?
Yeah. Well, because I had all of her stuff, right? Like all of her stuff, her hats, her mitts, her snow pants. So yeah, we're gonna leave tomorrow, but just a regular Thursday. So you're stuck with me for one more night.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, I gotta go back in and use the washroom, but I'll help you clear your panels off because we gotta take advantage of this gorgeous sunlight. That's it. Darn it. It's all over me. I guess I should do my own bloody panels while I'm at it. All right, so I got my new brake controller here. We're gonna plug it in. We'll give her some power. From Grace here. Hold the setup button for 1 second, return to the remote to ensure the devices have been paired. Press setup on brake. Okay. Oh, that number changed, I think. Okay. Okay. Hey, I can control it again. Excellent, we have a working brake controller. Now we can leave for our trip. Well, not this second, but soon. Hi. Hi. Good girl. Good girl. Here we go, attempt number 2 after a good night's sleep. But I also stopped at the mailbox. I had a package. I don't know who it's from. So before I drift off to dreamland, I say we crack it open and see who it's from. This is from Slam Dunk Studios. Congrats on Grace O'Malley. Hope this gift will help whenever you get lost, from Slam Dunk Studios. Oh, thank you very much. I don't know much about these things, but I know that it could definitely save your butt in a pickle. That is super cool, my man. It's a little Garmin InReach. That is very generous of you. Thank you so much. Now I don't have to worry about getting my silly butt lost whenever I go on those adventures that we're planning on doing. And you don't have cell service. This is, as far as I know, it's a GPS device or a satellite device. Maybe it's both. And it allows you to send out messages and probably a whole bunch of other things. A whole gaggle of other things, I would imagine. And at the end of the day, it's just a good safety thing to have in your arsenal. Thank you very much. That was very kind of you, and I appreciate it. All right. I say we get to sleep, because it's going to be an early start. Go pick that pirate princess back up and get on the road back for BC. It has been far too long since we've been there. And it is the next morning, and we're almost off for BC. Just gotta go get the little girl. Checked in with Amber last night. Her battery issues seem to have leveled out for now, and everything was all systems go. So she's getting herself a new battery charger today, and hopefully that sorts all of her issues out. And hopefully that was just a fluke and maybe a unexpected feature of that mini battery, but who bloody knows. She does have a backup battery if that one does decide to pooch out on her again. So that is all good. And now we can focus on the task at hand, which is rushing the British Columbian border.
La.
girl.
Hi.
Should I come and get you?
Oh.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, darling. It's so good to see you. Oh, my goodness.
Nice to see you. How's your back? Not too bad. Well, we're parked. You want to come inside? Come on. Come on. Oh, we're back in BC. We're back in BC. Come here, you. There you go. Oh, see? Yeah. Yeah, we're back in BC. Oh, it's nice and warm in here, too. There you go, furball. We'll see you in a bit. Got Penny's food dish. You have to fill that with some water. And you're gonna get some juice or what? Ooh, what that?
Banana.
Close it up. Hi, pretty kitty. Hi, pretty kitty. Good girl. Welcome to your new temporary place of residence. I see that. Is that for you, though? The fleet. The very, very messy fleet. Yikes. All right, we got a shoreline plugged in here, which is good. We get all the batteries and power stations charged up. And it's a little bit of a mess in here, as it usually is after a trip. Oh, good. And now my lights aren't going to turn on. Sometimes you got to mess with the remote a little bit. Let's see. Darn it. Hey, battery is fully topped up already. That's probably because I was using the DC to DC charger the entire drive out here. Gonna have to get our bags into the house. Not that I have that many. This one and the white one that's in Grace, I think, is all I have to worry about right now. Get her little toys in there as well. We've got a bag of avocados on the floor, as you do. I think what I'm gonna do is the diesel heater's not on right now, but since this is like the home, and it's not going to get like super cold over here, but it will be below freezing at night. I'll be turning it on in the evening. Obviously, Penny's not in here, so we don't have to worry about her turning into a frozen catsicle. But to keep the home sort of having that nice home feeling, we will absolutely run that diesel heater. And I was prepped, sort of, but then I, for this trip, and the diesel heater, and I had it all balanced out in my head with the fuel. But then I delayed the trip by a day because of the roads. And we're low again. So I've got the roto packs that Grace carries over here. I'm gonna get that and we're gonna fill that up. And I think what I'm gonna do is rip Grace into town, get her as cleaned up as I can. And then we'll have to go say hello to the lake because we're about to lose daylight and I haven't been here since the Labor Day long weekend. But I am glad that I delayed it by a day. The roads today on that drive, couldn't have asked for better roads this time of year. So yeah, let's get the diesel tank filled up and then we'll resupply the overstock.
Starry eyes and cellophane, she takes her walk, she makes her plans. A truck bails down the avenue, there's broken glass, a missing pew at church. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe time's too strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home when everyone is gone? Are we breaking tidal to ask the question why? We live and then we die. I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side. He was young when mom got cancer. Here life comes on Dasher Dancer. Raised up his little sister on his own. He brushed her hair and watched her grow. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe time's not that strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home? Everyone is gone. Are we breaking title to ask the question why? We live and then we die. I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side. I'm just gonna take it slowly. I'm just gonna live one day at a time. I hope you feel you truly know me. If something comes to take me in the night. Are we falling further? Are the lights to take us home? When everyone is gone, we break it title to ask the question why. We live and then we die. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, it's been a little too long. I used to only come out here like once a year, maybe twice on the every other year. But ever since I started my van life, I've been out here a lot more frequently, and that, yeah, beginning of September till the middle of November, that's a little bit too long. I guess we can blame the back surgery on that. That's an acceptable reason. But it definitely feels good to be back out here. It doesn't, it's like, did this area of the province get the memo that it's November? Because look at all these leaves. It's still autumn here. Feels good to be back. For sure. It was good to rip Grace into town, reset her TPMS sensors, filled her up with gas, cleaned her up as best as I could. The squeegee there at the gas station left a lot to be desired, so I just did her windows. She's still quite yuck here, but hey, she's a Jeep, and Jeep girls like it dirty. Well, I better get back to my family. My mom and I were already having a conversation where she's inquiring if I would be willing to come out here and house sit for them for around 6 weeks in January or February while they go down south to do a little bit of, I guess, snowbirding. So who knows? That could be interesting. It would sure put Grace to the test, because Lord knows I wouldn't want to be away from my little girl for that entire period of time. So a second set of wheels in this little van life of mine just might come in handy. But that sounds like a future Matthew problem. So I'm going to leave this one here and say thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We would absolutely love to have you be part of the Van Life Plus community. Huge thank you to my awesome supporters over on Patreon. You guys are the reason that I'm able to do a lot of what it is that I do. And until the next one, everybody, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. And remember, only dead fish go with the flow.